Welcome back, guys, to the channel. This is an impromptu live stream based off of something that I just discovered like literally a few minutes ago. So I was like, hey, I'll just jump on and I want to go over this. This isn't going to be a long live stream, but and I doubt I'll get a lot of people in here, but we'll wait a little bit. Hey, Morgan, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'll wait to see if there's a few more people that jump on, but this live stream is going to be mainly be about presenting the info and not being too long of a live stream. So see if we can get a few people to join in. Yeah, so I was just kind of hanging out here tonight, doing a bit of research, and actually I decided I'm going to maybe look into some movies to watch. So I went onto this site and I was looking for movies, and I saw this. And when I saw it, I knew immediately that it fit in with all the research that I had been doing on Kamala Harris. And just wait till you see how this all connects perfectly with Kamala Harris and last year's death of Queen Elizabeth. Okay. Welcome, Christy and Bertie and Bob. Looks like we got 7. I know this is an impromptu, was not planned live stream, so got 7 in the chat so far. So anyways, I'll just begin and we'll let people kind of hop on as we go through. So anyways, I saw this show that just came out on July 23rd, right? And it was like, okay, well, what's this? This, first of all, it's about CIA intelligence. And I talk a lot about this in regards to Joe Biden. As a matter of fact, Joe Biden has matching gematria with Central Intelligence Agency. And remember when he fell down on the airplane for the first time on March 19th, 2021? That was on this, the CIA director's birthday. I can't remember his name now, but I think it's something Burns or something. But anyway, Biden falls on the CIA director's birthday, okay? And again, I told you that Joe Biden has matching gematria, 243, like Central Intelligence Agency. Okay, let me show you. So Central Intelligence Agency, not typing. Central Intelligence Agency 243, okay? Kind of like Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., 243, okay? So Central Intelligence Agency 243, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., 243. And again, I told you that he fell down. His first fall on the airplane, which was on Air Force One, on March 19th, 2021, was on the CIA director's birthday, okay? I think it was the CIA. Hold on, let me look into this. CIA director. Yeah, okay, so the CIA director's birthday, currently the CIA director is William Joseph Burns, okay? Notice that he has Joseph in his name, just like Joe Biden is also Joseph. And Joe Biden fell on that plane the first time he ever fell. Look at this. I swear they've changed his birthday, guys. His birthday used to be March 19th. Crazy. They changed his birthday. Oh, no. Never mind. He began his administration on the same day Joe Biden fell. Okay, I get it. So the same day the CIA director starts is the same day Biden falls. Okay, do you guys get it? And again, CIA equals 243, like Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Okay, so this show is called Special Ops Lioness. Okay, not lion like male, not male like female. Okay. And I want you guys to get the joke here. I want you guys to see what this is about. This is about a girl CIA agent. Her name is Joe. Do you guys see this? CIA agent. Her name is Joe. Okay, do you see the they're putting you through a ringer here in your mind because you're thinking, oh, okay, a girl, but her name is Joe. Just like Joe Biden, but you have a black girl, Kamala Harris, and this girl is a black girl, Zoe Saldana. And just notice that her real name is Zoe, which is one letter off from Joe. You just replace the J with a Z and you get Zoe. Now, she is the main character in this show, and her birthday is important to this ritual, so I'm going to bring her up because she's born on my birthday, June 19th, which is also a new holiday in the United States. It's June 19th is now Juneteenth, which is about freeing the slaves, right? And it's also my birthday, but this girl shares my birthday, but she's also the star of the Lioness movie, okay? So June 19th, remember her birthday, okay? But anyway, this show comes out on July 23rd, okay? You know, Joe Biden could be a woman. That's a good point, Evie. And maybe Kamala Harris is actually a man. But what I'm saying is the story that they're telling us is that Kamala's the woman, okay? But maybe she's actually the man and Biden's the woman. I don't know if that's the kind of the feeling I get, but I'm going off of the actual symbolism they're giving us here. And I'm going off Kamala being the symbol of the woman because that is the symbol that they're giving the public, right? So anyways, in the show, the girl's name is Joe, and she's the CIA agent, and she is in charge of the Lioness program, okay? So the first thing I did immediately when I saw this is how many days. Okay, the first thing I did is this, guys. I typed in the name of the show, okay? Watch. Special Ops Lioness. Okay, and as soon as I typed in this, I was like, oh crap, look at the gematria of this show. Because this is not any normal gematria. First of all, Special Ops Lioness equals 9/8. Like September 8th. Like the day the Queen died last year and the male took over. Okay, so the feminine died and the male took over, right? On September 8th. And why is this day important? Because September 8th is the feast day that commemorates the birth of Mary. So it's a huge feminine day. And so the queen dies on that day and the king takes over on that day last year, okay? Big thing. I was predicting it on my channel before it happened. And I never looked at this day. So I'm not going to make the same mistake this year. And if they have something planned for this day this year, I'm not going to make the same mistake and not talk about this day because last year I missed it, okay? So anyways, Queen Elizabeth dies on the feast day of Mary, Mother Mary. And this year, but look at the gematria, guys. Queen Elizabeth dies on 9/8, and 9/8 is the 251st day of the year, okay? So look, Special Ops Lioness equals 9/8, like the date, and it's the 251st day of the year. So it's coded in twice, okay? So look, 9/8 is the 251 day of the year, and it's 9/8, right? So this show has coded both things into it, 251, 98. Okay, and the 73 is also important. Why? Because 73 is ritual sacrifice. As a matter of fact, look at the gematria of the show, Lioness Special Ops and ritual sacrifice, 73 and 251. And I'm going to get to this Naomi King Biden thing in a minute, but this is not a coincidence, guys. This show has encoded this date perfectly. And I'm going to show you why the 73 matters. Because this date, well, first of all, guys, from the day the show premiered on 73 date numerology, okay? So the show called Special Ops Lioness, okay, comes out on 73 date numerology, and it equals 73, like ritual sacrifice, okay? But what's interesting is this comes out on 73 date numerology. The show equals 73, but it's 47 days before the date 9/8. Why is that important? Because 47 is what Kamala Harris would be if she becomes president. She would be the 47th president, and president equals 47. Okay? So remember the gematria of Lioness Special Ops, because all these three numbers matter. The 28 also matters because it's connected to the woman's cycle, the 28-day cycle a woman usually has, right? But anyways, notice that president equals 47, and after the show, 47 days later is September 8th, okay? And Kamala would be the 47th president if she were to be the next president. So the next big clue here is how many days is this day before Joe Biden's birthday, okay? So how many days is the release of the, or how many days is September 8th before Joe Biden's birthday, okay? So here's the catch. So Joe Biden's born on November 20th. That means that this show, or this day, September 8th, comes 73 days before Joe Biden's next birthday. And what did I just tell you that the name of this show equals? 73, 251, like it's the day of the year, and 9/8, like the date. So you're telling me that 73 days before Joe Biden's birthday is September 8th, which is 9/8, and September 8th is the 251st day of the year. And the show, Special Ops Lioness, equals all three of those things, okay? So it perfectly points us to this day. And remember, Kamala Harris her middle name is Goddess. Devi, her middle name is Goddess. And it's connected to Durga, the Indian goddess who rides the lion. Notice here that Durga is believed to unleash her divine wrath against the wicked for liberation of the oppressed, and entails destruction to empower creation. Durga is seen as the motherly figure and depicts a beautiful woman riding a lion or a tiger. But I want to focus on the lion because the name of this show is The Lioness, okay? Now, do you remember this earlier this year where there was a weird story about a lioness released and loose in the city of Berlin, Germany? And guess what? This show that I'm talking about, the Lioness show, the Special Ops Lioness, came out 3 days after this lioness was loosed in Berlin, supposedly. Eventually, they found out it wasn't a lion. It was like a boar or something. I don't know. But the story was that there was a lioness loose in Berlin, and at the same time this was happening, the show Special Ops Lioness came out. So again, and then you have Kamala being connected to the Indian goddess Durga, and she rides a lion, Durga. Okay. Now, what's even more interesting is one day, watch this. Lions. Sorry, guys, hold on. Lions versus Chiefs. Now, I want you guys to really get the symbolism here, okay? Lions versus Chiefs. And when does this take place, guys? Well, here, I know this date right now that you can see on my screen is 9/8. Look. Okay? I can't move my mouse right now because my computer is malfunctioning. This thing annoys the crap out of me. I can't even move my mouse, so I can't do anything for you right now. But I want you guys to look at the two teams on your screen. This game is the first game of the entire NFL season this year. And it involves the Chiefs, like the commander-in-chief, right? The president, and the lion. Chief and the lion is the very first game of the season in the NFL. And what I mean by that is it's the very first game of the whole entire season, and it involves the lion and the chief. Like Kamala Harris represents the lioness and the chief, the commander in chief. So on this thing, it says this game is on September 8th. Well, that's because I'm in Albania, but in the United States, it's actually going to be one day before. However, that's interesting because I told you that this show points us to 9/8, and it's about a lioness. And then on 9/8, which where I'm at, it's going to happen on 9/8. There's the Lions start the season versus the Chiefs. That's not a coincidence, guys. It's pointing us to this date, September 8th. Remember, I already told you September 8th is the commemoration date for the birth of Mary, and she's the feminine symbol of the Catholic Church. Okay? And again, Queen Elizabeth died last year on this very date. So do you guys see what would happen if they... Now, to me, when I first looked at this date, I was like, is it too obvious? Would it be too obvious to have Kamala replace Biden on the same day that King Charles replaced Queen Elizabeth exactly a year before? But maybe not, guys. Most people don't catch on very fast. So I'm just saying this is a date we really have to watch for, considering the Lions are playing in England. Again, the Lions and Chiefs are playing on 9/8, okay? But the next big thing I want to talk about here is it's just the word female, okay? Because this is all about female. So you don't need to get very complicated with the gematria to decode this. So I want you guys to notice that the word female equals 42. So this is the only number I'm going to talk about right now, but female equals 42. Kamala Harris became the first female on 11/19/21. Kamala Harris became the first female with presidential power on 11/19, and that's the day leaving 42 days left in the year. Like female equals 42, and she became the first female with presidential power on that day, on the 42 days left. So that was the clue, that female equals 42, and then of course she becomes the first female on that day. Now, if you measure from the day that she became the first female president with presidential power to 9/8 this year, it's 659 days. Now, why is this number important? Because 659, just wait till you see this, 659 is the 120th prime number. Why is that important? Well, because female also equals 120. So from the day she became the first female on the 42 days left in the year to 9/8, which is the big feminine date, it's the commemoration of the birth of Mary, and the day Queen Elizabeth died, is the 120 prime. Like female also equals 120. So 42 and 120 are both perfectly connected with this date. And just notice that in reduction, female equals 24, which is the reverse of 42. So again, you're connected that. But if that wasn't enough, how many days before Kamala Harris's birthday is 9/8? Watch this. So Kamala Harris's birthday is 10/20. How many days before her birthday is 9/8? Well, it's 42. Do you guys see this? 42 days before her birthday, and female equals 42. And she became the first woman with presidential power with 42 days left in the year. And there's one more 42 to show you. From the day Joe Biden fell on the steps of Air Force One to 9/8 is 903 days, and that's the 42nd triangular number. So you have 42 pointing to this date, in 3 different ways. And again, it's all about female, and look, it has 24 date numerology, and female equals 24. And as I told you before, ritual sacrifice equals 251. It's the 251st day of the year. So why was the queen supposedly sacrificed on that day last year? Gosh darn it, my computer. And also notice that it's the 114 days left in the year. Now this is important because 114 is President of the United States, if I can type. So President of the United States equals 114, and September 8th leaves 114 days left in the year. And again, I told you down here that the name of the show that I started this whole decode with, if you guys missed it, go back and see how I first came to this connection. The name of the show, Special Ops Lioness, equals 251, like the day of the year. And just notice the White House in the background, or the Capitol in the background with it's all, it's symbolic, right? So I'm just saying, if they really want to pull a fast one on us, they'll have the female in the United States replace the male on the same day they had the male replace the female in England. They'll do the switcheroo on us. And it makes sense because the gematria points to that. Because the date is in the name of the show. 9/8 and 251 is the day of the year. Not to mention, again, it equals ritual sacrifice. Now, last year on Naomi Biden. So Naomi Biden got married at the White House last year. Let me type in wedding. If you guys haven't watched Rambo's decodes on why Naomi is an important name, so Naomi is a code name for Central Intelligence Agency, MK Ultra, right? Anytime you see the name Naomi, it connects to the CIA and the MK Ultra, okay, which is the mind control. And Naomi Biden had her wedding on November 19th last year, which was the 1-year anniversary after Kamala Harris was the first woman with presidential power. So let me show you. So Kamala Harris was the first woman with presidential power in 2021 on 11/19, and exactly a year later, on 11/19, you had the Naomi Biden wedding. So again, why is there a female being married in the White House for the first time exactly a year after Kamala Harris becomes the first female with presidential power? And if you measure from the anniversary of last year on 11/19 to 9/8 this year, it's 293 days or 294 days. Kamala Harris was born on the 294th day of the year. And look, it's 42 weeks, guys. So how many 42s have I connected to this date? So it was 42 days before Kamala's birthday. It's 42 weeks after the anniversary of her having presidential power on the 42nd day left in the year. And it's her birthday. Look, 42 weeks is her birthday because she was born on the 294th day of the year in a leap year. So again, another interesting connection here is that if you connect it to Biden's birthday, which is one day after that, right? Biden's birthday is one day after Kamala Harris became the first woman and after the Biden wedding. The woman, when his granddaughter got married in the White House one day before his birthday. But notice that Biden was born on the 324th day of the year. And if you measure from Biden's last birthday to 9/8, Oh, sorry, not if you measure from Kamala's birthday. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, if you measure from Kamala's birthday to hold on. Yeah, here it is. If you measure from Kamala's birthday to 9/8, it's 324 days. Well, that's Biden's birthday. So I'll type this out in the bottom. I know it's a little bit confusing, guys, but I'll type all this info out in the chat in the video below, or in the chat below after I finish the video, so you guys can actually see it written out and see how perfect it is, because it falls right in the middle. Again, this is Biden's birthday. He was born on the 324th day of the year, and this day falls 324 days after Kamala Harris's birthday. And it's her birthday. Look, 10 months and 20 days after 10/20 is 9/8. Okay. So her birthday is also encoded in this measurement. And again, I just showed you that after Biden's birthday, it's 293 days, which is Kamala Harris's birthday. She was born on the 293 day of the year when it's not a leap year. See? And just notice that Kamala Harris's birthday is inauguration day too, because if you take out the 0, the normal inauguration day is on 1/20, and her birthday is like 1/20, but it's 10/20. If you drop the 0, it's still 1/20. So this is how I see it playing out, guys, and that's how I've told people for another like a year and a half now, is that I believe Kamala Harris will be the 47th president, because president equals 47. Now, a lot of people say Trump will be the next president because Trump equals 47. However, Trump has a bigger connection, in my opinion, to the number 48 than he does to the 47. But I'm not going to get into that here. I just want you guys to know that the first president was George Washington. The next president will be the 47th president, which will be a big number, right? So yeah, anyways, let me see if I missed something here. Hold on. Oh, I want you guys to notice that not only does female equal 42, but Lioness also equals 42. And the goddess that rides the lion in Indian mythology is Durga, and Durga has a 2-cipher match with female, 24 and 30. Oh, and here's the next big one. Here's what really got me going, right? So this is Zoe Saldana. She plays the lioness in the show, right? Zoe Saldana plays the lioness in the special ops show Lioness. She plays like the main character, right? Her birthday is June 19th, which is my birthday. So her birthday is June 19th. And so if you write the date out, let me show you this real fast. Her birthday is 6/19. So if you write 619 in the calculator, you're going to get a number, 114 prime. Now, what did I just tell you that September 8th is? It's the day leaving 114 days left in the year. So Zoe Saldana's birthday, June 19th, if you write it out, can be written 619, which is the 114 prime. And guess how many days is between her birthday, okay, her birthday and 9/8? Well, there's 11 weeks and 4 days. Do you guys see this? 619, her birthday, is the 114th prime. And 11 months or 11 weeks and 4 days later is 11/4 days left in the year. And President of the United States equals 114. I hope you guys caught that, because that's big. I mean, what's the chances that her birthday is the 114 prime and 114 later is 114 days left? Okay, big connection. And don't forget, Zoe Saldana is the super connected to the queen. I did a decode back on her when the movie came out, the Avatar movie came out last year, because she also starred in that movie. But she is the highest paid female actor of all time, I think. Let me see if I can find that. I'm pretty sure that she is the highest paid female. Yeah, I don't know where that's at, but I swear I saw that last time I looked her up. Okay, yeah, she is the second highest grossing film actress and the fourth highest grossing actress. Oh, do you get the symbolism, guys? She's the second highest grossing film actress and the fourth overall. So what's those two numbers? 2 and 4, like 42, like female. So yeah, not a coincidence that she's starring in this show, The Lioness. And again, she's dark skinned like Kamala Harris. There's other dates I'm looking at for Kamala Harris taking over, but I had to make a video on this date because this date last year was the day the Queen died. Okay, so there's something very important about this date. When a queen dies after 70 years of her reigning, and this is the day this is the day that it happened. That means this date is a huge day. And don't forget this, guys, that Zoe Saldana equals 9/8. So not only is her birthday tied perfectly to that day, her gematria points us to that date as well, 9/8. And her show that she's in, the Lion Special Ops Lioness, also equals 9/8. So you guys see, like, what's the chances that her name equals 9/8 and the show equals 9/8, and her birthday points us directly to that date, and it's tied perfectly with the numbers in the show. Yeah, the Queen was buried on September 19th. Okay. Another day to watch out for is 9/17, because 9/17 is the very last day of the 50-year Jubilee. And if you reduce 17 down, what do you get? You get 9/8. So 9/17 is also another 9/8 date. And that is Patrick Mahomes' birthday. And why is Patrick Mahomes? So Patrick Mahomes is the guy who led the Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl last year, and he was the MVP. And look at what his name equals. Patrick Mahomes equals 152, like Kamala Devi Harris equals 152. You see this, guys? Kamala Devi Harris and Patrick Mahomes, 152. Patrick Mahomes is the Super Bowl MVP, and he will be opening the season versus the Lions. And Kamala is the Lioness, right? And he plays for the Chiefs, like the Commander-in-Chiefs. And guess when Patrick Mahomes' birthday is? September 17th, which is the last day of the 50-year Jubilee. And it's also 9/8. And I will say that it is the next 100. I don't know if you guys have followed my work, but there's a 152-day cycle that leads to 9/17. So if it's not 9/8, it could be 9/17, which is also 9/8. Let's look a little bit into that date just in case. Ooh, well, 9/17 is almost 666 days after Biden fell. Oh, no, it's almost 666 days after Kamala Harris had presidential power. Yeah, you're right, Square Peg. Oh, Square Peg's here. I just noticed. Square Peg says 9/26 is also 9/8. Yeah. So we got to keep an eye on 3 days in September that tie to the 9/8, which is September 8th and September 17th and September 26th. September 26th is also a big day. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's 100% anything, guys, but here, let me give you a list right now so you guys know what dates I'm looking at for Kamala Harris, because there's a bunch of them. But I want to make sure I cover all my bases. The first date I'm looking at is coming up in 2 days. So the first date I'm looking at is 8/31, which is 81 days before Joe Biden's birthday, and Joe Biden will be 81. Okay, and the reason I'm looking at this date is because it's the 243 day of the year, and Joseph Robinette Biden equals 243. Central Intelligence Agency equals 243. And again, it's 81 days before Biden's 81st birthday. And Biden had 81 million votes, and President Biden equals 81. And it's the blue moon. It's right after the blue moon. And that's the same day that Princess Diana died. Yeah, that's true. And it's exactly 3 years after Roman Reigns, the champion that's been champion forever in WWE. He won the title 3 years ago on this day. So there's a lot of connecting to this day. This is the first day, okay? I'm not going to get into all the details on all these days. I just want to give you guys the list. So 8/31, and then 9/2 is the next day I'm looking at. But probably not that date, to be honest. That one's least likely in my opinion. And then 9/8. Could be 9/6 as well, but 9/8 is the one I just talked about, okay? Then 9/17, if my computer will work, hold on. So 9/17 is the next date. And we'll go ahead and throw 9/26 in there because that's also 9/8. And then I'm looking at 9/29. And I haven't released the video on this date yet, but there's a big connection to this date. And there's a big connection to this date. I haven't released the info on this yet, but I will in the future if we get past these other dates. So 9/29 could be a huge day. This day is big no matter what, I think, but there's something about this day that's really important, but I'll share in another video. So anyways, after that, did you guys see that they released that they're going to be doing an emergency alert thing on this day, October 4th? And then after that, I'm looking at 10/7 or 10/6 probably, because that's a Friday. I'm thinking that Kamala Harris will replace Joe on a Friday. That's my guess. That's because it's connected to Venus. And then after that, it's 10/11. And then after that, it's, well, yeah, 10/11 is the last one I'll mention. So those are the dates I gave you guys. So August 31st, September 2nd, September 8th, September 17th, September 26th, October 6th, and October 11th. Those are the dates. And then I got one in November too, because another woman in this, I can't remember her name. If you're in the chat, let me know. There's a woman that's been giving some great information that Kamala could possibly become president on November 10th. So there's that date too, but that's really far off. So let's just get through September 1st. Hey, Dion, what's up, man? I see Dion in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to Dion Sandals, you see Dion Sandals in the chat, guys? He's a moderator. He has a channel, and if you guys want, go subscribe to him. Square Peg, yes, Square Peg had the date 9/29 also in her, she had 9/29 also in her video she just did, just like I have 9/29. As a matter of fact, Square Peg, we need to do a live together soon so we can go through a lot of stuff, because I feel like we have a lot of stuff to catch up on. If you have time, it's not a must, but if you have time, we should do one. Now, a lot of people saying 9/23. So let me talk about this date, 9/23. This date was talked about. Do you Square Peg? Do you have your email on your channel? I can find, because I don't have your email yet, but I'm assuming you maybe have it on your channel somewhere, but I'll email you. Also, guys, I need to make sure this is clear to the community because YouTube is not giving me my money because they won't let me connect my bank account to YouTube. So all the money that's been donated and that I've made from ads, I can't even access. So therefore, the only way that you guys can donate without it going to waste right now is by going to my Buy Me a Coffee, which I've got pinned. I've got pinned to the top here. Okay. If you guys want to donate, then donate to that Buy Me a Coffee, which is pinned to this chat at the top. You guys can see it at the top of this chat. Do not donate anymore to corrupt YouTube, please. I have over $120 from ads. It's not even a lot of it. Not a lot of it wasn't even donated from people. It was, I make money, a little bit of money off of ads because my channel is actually allowed to be monetized sometimes. Sometimes they don't even let me monetize, but there's $120 that I could really use right now that I can't even access because YouTube won't let me get to it because of this stupid policy that they have or whatever it is. So again, I mean, I did all this work and got money for ads, and then they're not even going to let me have my access to the money. It's just crazy. So yeah, that's the story behind that. I wanted to make sure that's clear to everyone in the I don't want anyone to waste their money. You especially don't want people to waste their money by donating to YouTube because they already take a profit anyways. So yeah, Square Peg, I'll email you and we'll set up something. All right, guys. Well, I don't know what else to say. This was an impromptu live stream. I normally don't do this. I normally schedule my live streams well before, but this was just something I wanted to get on and share while it was fresh. Raise your hands in the chat if you guys want another Bray Wyatt decoder. I don't know if you guys want that or not. I don't want to release too much information about Bray Wyatt if you guys don't really want it, but I got more connections to Bray Wyatt and his death. Hey, Square Peg, did you look into August 24th? And you know, did you hear what happened to Bray Wyatt, Square Peg? I guess we'll talk about that on our next live stream, but I think it's a huge death. It's connected to a lot of things. So yeah, raise your hands in the chat if you guys want another decode on Bray Wyatt. And if you guys watched my last decode, you saw that he was predicting his death before it happened, and he was using, I don't know if you guys saw my last decode, but go back and watch it if you didn't. So we're getting some hands raised in the chat. So, okay. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know if you know a lot about Bray Wyatt, Square Peg, but he was the one that was in the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. So he's very tied to this. I just think that, you know, and if you guys see all the symbolism, and if you know as much about him as I do, you're going to see how big this guy is. Yeah, Vince McMahon, we need to watch out for Vince McMahon, the owner of WWE. His day could be coming soon as well. And yeah, so Bray Wyatt, he represents so much. Here, guys, I'll give you a little nugget for what happened. So Bray Wyatt, he signed a contract in his blood on live TV exactly 187 weeks before he died. Okay? So Bray Wyatt signed a contract in blood on a live event 187 weeks before he died. Exactly 187 weeks. What is the 187 connected to? Do you guys know what the 187 is connected to? I'm not talking about gematria. I'm talking about the actual, like, the police code for 187. Yeah, it's right here, guys. It's 187. 187 is the homicide code, right? So exactly 187 weeks after he signs a contract in blood, he dies, okay? And I'll give you this other little nugget. In capital cipher, Bray Wyatt equals 187. And Society of Jesus equals 187. And remember, the 187 is connected to JFK because what happens when you type in JFK assassination? Notice that JFK assassination equals 187, okay? And that's the homicide code, right? And if you take 187 and you multiply it by 6, what date do you get, guys? Do you guys see what I'm showing you here? 187 is the homicide code, and JFK assassination equals 187. And in Sumerian, JFK assassination equals the day he was assassinated, 11/20. This is one of the most obvious things that anyone starting gematria needs to know. Like, this is what I found out way early in my gematria. But just look at that, guys. JFK assassination equals 11/22. And it's connected to the 187 in standard gematria, which is all about the homicide code. And that's what happened. Murder is 187, the homicide code. So I'll just let you guys look at that for another minute and let that sink in, you know. So anyway, that was the Bray Wyatt, the next big Bray Wyatt thing. I'll talk about a lot more in the next video, and that depends on what else comes up in between now and then. Square Peg says C.S. Lewis and Aldous Huxley died the same day too. What day did they die? I don't even know. Oh, they died the same day. Okay, I see what you were saying. C.S. Lewis died the same day, the exact same day, huh? Oh, wow. Huh. Well, there's a whole decode in itself. That's crazy. That's I didn't know that. Thanks, Square Peg. So you're telling me 3 really prominent people died on that day? But did I ever show you guys how the JFK's assassination is tied? I think there was a connection between Kamala Harris because she was born not too long after that. And remember, guys, the connection with Bray Wyatt is very interesting with Kennedy, right? Why was Bray Wyatt tied to Kennedy? Well, because Bray Wyatt died on Vincent Kennedy McMahon's birthday. And Bray Wyatt was connected to the White Rabbit. And when did JFK die? He died in the year of the rabbit. When did Bray Wyatt die? He died in the year of the rabbit. Okay. I talked about that a little bit in my last video. Oh yeah, I forgot this, guys. Look at this. Look when Kamala Harris was born. Do you guys see this? She was born exactly 333 days after the JFK assassination. And she was born 47 weeks and 4 days. President equals 47. So she was born 47 weeks and 4 days after the JFK assassination, and she, president equals 47. And it's 333 days. I mean, what What a special day to be born after the JFK assassination. And now she's the vice president to Joe Biden, who is super connected to JFK because they're the only two Catholic presidents. But yeah. But yeah, that's an interesting day. I'm going to look more into 11/22/1963. That was the 326th day of the year. Interesting. Anyways, does anyone have anything else cool? Seems like the chat's cooling down a bit. But yeah, that was an amazing share by Square Peg. All right, guys. Well, if that's all we have, then I think I will call it a night. And I appreciate all of you guys coming by and watching as usual. Square Peg, go subscribe to Square Peg Divergent, and also go subscribe to Dion Sandals in the chat. Both of those guys. Is my chat still working? It seems like it's frozen. Something's wrong with my chat, guys. I can't even see if it's working. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night out there. Much love to you all. And again, go subscribe to all the other people in the community doing good work. Joseph Aquaviva 222, Dion Sandals, Square Peg Divergent. Who else? That's all I can think of right now, but thank you guys as usual. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next video. And God bless you all. Take care.